little bit of a problem, and we took out the coils with the harnesses. We put some old coils that I brought with me. Let's see if this works. And look at that. The scrapyard coils and the scrapyard harnesses work perfectly. That's why I did a backfire, because there's something wrong with the harnesses here. We're gonna figure out later. Now I just want to be able to dyno the engine. Just started it up. You saw the problem with the harnesses. We're gonna fix it after. Oil pressure looks good. The MSD coils, and we changed the harnesses around, and that's what the problem was. It was the sequence of the harnesses. Now it's all good, but thank God I had the stock coils with me, so as I was able to follow the firing order, the way the colors go, and we're good. Now we're going to start making some pulls. The engine is warmed up. We're going to do a first pull to make sure everything is okay. A little short pull, 4,000 to 4,500 RPM. Keep an eye on the oil pressure. PSI. .398 torque, 341 horsepower. We'll continue. We just did our first pull just to see oil pressure and stuff. Everything looks good. We're gonna make another one, 4,000 to 5,000. 27 degrees of timing. The engine only has 9.5 compression. It's built for a single turbo. All pressure is steady. It's got the big scoreboard heads, big intake. So nothing is gonna happen under 5,500 RPMs for sure. 462 torque, it's climbing, 447 horsepower. I think we're gonna go in and give a little bit of air bleed, give a little bit more fuel. It's 13.5 of fuel. Can we see left and right, Jean? I'll show you guys a single plane, how it works left to right side. As you can see, it's pretty much equal. A little bit left side, it's a bit leaner, but nothing like a dual plane. As you guys see, this is the first pull from 4 to 45 with no other changes. 4 to 51, it's already making more torque because the rings are starting to place themselves, and we're getting a bit too lean over here. We're at 30 thou high-speed air bleeds, so we're gonna shrink the air bleed a bit to a 28. That should bring us down in a 13.2, 13.3 air fuel. Okay, and then we're gonna make a pull now. We're gonna start 45 and go all the way to 55 because we're just too low for no reason. This engine is gonna run with a turbo, but big heads, low compression, big intake. There's no reason pulling it down here. All right, we're continuing. We're gonna make a pull 4,005 to 5,500. pressure, 63, 64 psi. Now it's starting to come alive as it's revving up. We reached the peak torque of 468 at 52 and 44 horsepower, still climbing. And the air fuel, it got better with the change of air bleeds. We continue. We're gonna do another pull. We're still at 27 degrees of timing. We have not touched the timing. We made a few corrections with the high-speed air bleed. We're in the 13.3 AFR area, about the average. Now we're gonna go 45 to 6,000 RPMs. It's next door, it's making the noise. We're 471 torque. The rings are placing themselves, so the engine is making more power without even making any changes, which is normal. And we're at 530 horsepower. And it's gaining 12 horsepower every 100 RPM, so this thing is gonna rev up. We're now gonna make a pull from 45 to 65. Everything looks good. No leaks. Engine sounds good. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing for 9.5 to 1 compression. So we're at 471.7 torque, 530 horsepower. Now we're gonna go another 500 RPMs, so 45 to 65. Let's see what it does. The warning light is the air fuel ratio. When it hits 13.5, it shows warning. It showed some good power on the dash. Let's see. 376 cubic inch, stock stroke, 6.2. with my hand-ported LS3 style cylinder heads. And we're at 557, 558. We're reaching the peak, but we haven't quite reached it yet. And 478 pounds of torque. You see how the motor is making more power? It's because the rings are placing themselves. This is why we come to the dyno. This is why we do this. I just gave 2 degrees of timing, and we're gonna pull it from 48 to 68. Now we have 29 degrees of timing. I saw 570. Let's see what it is. So 4008 to 6800 with 29 degrees of timing. 569.4. I like the timing. And 482 pounds of torque. Don't forget, this is 9.5 compression, built for a single turbo. We just made 569.4 and 582 torque with 29 degrees of timing. I brought up the timing to 31 degrees because it gained a lot, and we added another spacer, so we have a 2-inch spacer right now. And we're gonna make another pull from 48 again to 68. See what it does. gained, but I don't think it gained that much. I just don't want to make a million runs. The engine is going super good. We're 571.7 and 482.9. In my opinion, I'm going to put the timing back because usually the extra spacer gains, but in this case, I think I need to put the timing at 30 degrees. I'm going to go in between. And we're going to make one last pull. After comparing the averages, we did with 29 degrees of timing, we did 468 average and 516 horsepower, 48 to 68, and here 48 to 68, we did an average of 470.8 and an average of 419 horsepower. Same air fuel, almost same oil pressure, so the engine is going super well for 9.5 compression. I'm just gonna make one last pull at 300 RPMs per second. And this is gonna be it for this engine. Everything is looking good. The oil pressure is consistent. Perfect. We're preparing to do our last pull. As you can see, absolutely no leaks. Everything looks good. The engine sounds good. Purrs like a kitty. This is gonna be a longer run. 300 RPM per second, 4,008 to 6,800. Saw 580. Again, we can make runs all day. We're here to make sure everything is good and the engine is beyond good. 580 horsepower, 580.9 and 489 torque. 9.5 compression with a cam spec for a single turbo setup. Thanks for watching. George MGR Performance. Have a nice day.